The formulas for a gradient, curl and divergence. Gradient of a scalar function is the maximum rate of change of the function. Let us consider V be the scalar potential function. The gradient of V in a Cartesian coordinate system is defined as del V is equal to dou V divided by dou x into Ax vector plus dou V divided by dou y into Ay vector plus dou V divided by dou z into Az vector. In cylindrical coordinate system, del V is equal to dou V divided by dou rho into A rho plus 1 divided by rho into dou V divided by dou pi into A pi vector plus dou V divided by dou Z into Az vector. In spherical coordinate system, del V is equal to dou V divided by dou R into AR vector plus 1 by R into dou V divided by dou theta into A theta plus 1 by R sin theta into dou V divided by dou pi into A pi. Divergence of a vector field. The divergence of a vector field at a given point P is outward flux per unit volume as the volume sinks about the point P. Divergence can be represented in terms of del dot A vector and limit of del V tends to 0, integration of A vector dot ds divided by del V. And it is the measure of flow how much the field diverges or emanates from the point. The divergence is considered to be the positive with the source point in the field. Suppose the divergence is a negative and the sink point in the field, and the divergence is 0, neither a sink or nor a source. And the formula for divergence for a Cartesian coordinate system, del dot A is equal to dou Ax divided by dou x plus dou Ay divided by dou y plus dou Az divided by dou Z. For cylindrical coordinate system, del dot A is equal to 1 by rho into dou by dou rho of rho into A rho plus 1 divided by rho into dou A pi divided by dou pi plus dou Az divided by dou Z. For spherical coordinate system, del dot A is equal to 1 by r square into dou by dou r of r square into AR plus 1 by r sin theta into dou by dou theta into A theta sin theta plus 1 by r sin theta into dou A pi divided by dou pi. And curl. The curl of any vector A, for example, is an axial or a rotation vector whose magnitude is the maximum circulation of a vector per unit area as the surface tends to 0 and whose direction is the normal direction of the area when the area is oriented to make the circulation maximum. The formula is del cross A vector is equal to limit del s tends to 0, the integration of A vector dot dl divided by del s to the maximum. The formula for Cartesian coordinate system, del cross A is equal to matrix of Ax, Ay, Az, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, Ax, Ay, Az. If you are performing a multiplication, you can get a representation like this. And for a cylindrical, del cross A is equal to 1 by rho into A rho, rho into A pi, Az, dou by dou rho, dou by dou pi, dou by dou z, A rho, rho into A pi and Az. So if you are performing your multiplication, you can get the format like this. And for a spherical coordinate system, del cross A is equal to 1 by r square sin theta into r into A theta r sin theta A pi dou by dou r dou by dou theta dou by dou pi r into A theta and r into sin theta A pi. Again, if you are performing a multiplication, you can get your format like this. Thank you.